Hi guys, today we'll do a simple but powerful exercise. What we are going to do is called tracking, which you have already done in advanced compositing. So, tracking can be done for any objects. Okay, so I'll start off with the project to show you how it works with a new composition. So, this is tracking and I just leave it 1920 by 1080 and 25 frames per second. Right, and duration probably I'll make it 6 seconds or something. Okay, so I've got about 6 seconds, you can see here. Okay, so I press Ctrl I for import. I take this footage. Okay, this footage I'll drag and drop it here in the timeline, and I want it to be for 6 seconds. Okay, so this is for about 6 seconds. We'll see the footage first. It's just the water being wasted in the tap. Okay, a camera movement is happening. So I'll take this footage and I'll select this footage here. Okay, and I'll just click on track motion. Here you have variety of options on the right side, you can see. Okay, just click here, track motion. So when I click on track motion, I get a small point here. Just scroll your mouse button and make this is the outer boundary for the track point, and this is the inner boundary for the track point, and this is the pixel, which you're going to select, plus symbol. Okay, here you find out right place for tracking. Say for example, you have to pick up a point which is uh, very different from all the other points, say like this dot, okay, or even here this white line, this, okay. But you have to see if I select this dot, it has to be there thoroughly. See, here it is not visible properly. Okay, so you have to choose a right point. Okay, that is very important. So probably I'll just pick my track point. Okay, just click here, drag and drop, it will zoom and show you the pixels. So maybe somewhere here in the knife I keep my track point. Scroll your mouse button, define the inner boundary for the track point. I'll define it like this, and the outer boundary like this. Okay, I'm in the first frame here. You can see I'm exactly in the first frame, and I can just come here, and here you have an option called analyze. Okay, so just click this, and you can analyze the track point. You see it's getting tracked. You can just switch this to fit up to 100%. Keep tracking. So what happens now is the tracker is following the point that I gave. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes if there is some pixel missing, you won't see the proper output. Okay, see, now it is more than 6 seconds, it's still going. I'll stop here because my duration that I want is only for 6 seconds, which I have chosen. Okay, so I come here, and here I right click and create a null object. This null object is what I'm going to use for the tracking. So this null object, you have to click here and say edit target, choose null 1 because this is the name, null 1. This is the null object. I click OK, then I click apply. It will ask for dimensions. I choose X and Y axis, X and Y. So give OK. Now you see this red color symbol. Okay, now right click and create a new text. So the text can be something that you wanted to convey. I type save water. As usual, you can go to the text properties here. You know, you can play around with the text size. You can reduce, you can increase, do whatsoever changes that you wanted to do for the text. You can move. Okay, so I'm just placing this text here. We'll see what happens. Okay, I wanted this text to be a little bit smaller. Okay, I'll keep it here. Okay, wherever you want you can keep. Now I am going to link this text to this null object. Okay, this is the parent link. Take this, link it to the null object. Now you see this is also linked, red color, red color. Okay, now this is in the first frame. I play. You see my text is moving along with the tracker that we have set. So I have made it for 6 seconds. Now let's see. This is very simple and powerful tool for tracking. Okay, for the text that you have, you have a lot of effects that are available in your free time. You can just go and then check, say I can have a drop shadow for the text. See, I'll make it about 50%. Press the center mouse button and see, I got a shadow here. Okay, this drop shadow distance and the softness of the shadow and the opacity, everything can be adjusted here. Okay, now you see the text is a little bit bolder and better. Just in case you wanted to change any colors, you can pick up colors from the palette. Because you're talking about water, if you want it to be in blue color, you can have blue color. The option is yours. You see the clarity of the text that I've got here. Okay, so whatever changes you make, you can make even after the tracking happens. Now I play, it is applied easily. A simple way of tracking, you can do a lot of stuff with tracking. You can take your output and you can even check you know your output. You know how to you know export the output. I add it to the render queue and I go to the settings. I give best settings here, and the duration is 6 seconds. It's going to be lossless. The format that I have chosen is AVI here, and there are different format options. The quality can be increased and so on. Okay, so you don't mind, as of now I'll just leave it like that. And the name that I'm going to give is tracking.avi. You can give say water.avi. It's a short clip, it will render quickly. Sometimes your tracking data might be missed. I'll show you how to rectify if there is any error in the tracking data. Okay, now I've got the output here. Let's see how it looks in VLC player. See, if you wanted to make any changes to the tracking data, or if any data is missing while tracking, you have to go and you have to find out from the source video. you have motion trackers. Open this up, open this tracker and track point 1. Okay, you can see these are the tracking data that is generated here. Okay, if there is anything wrong here, you can just play around with the positions, and you can move. Say for example, here in this keyframe, if I just move this, see, whatever data that you wanted, you can just apply the tracking data here where it is, and the offset that you wanted to change, or the attach point that you wanted to change, or you wanted to delete anything here, you can delete. Okay, you can just, if you want to move it, you can move it. Okay, all this stuff can be done. So as of now, try this simple tracking, and we'll see how much more can be done with the tracking.